All right. Did all of you know that 84% of Americans can't imagine going a day without having their mobile device on them? And from that 84%, 55% of the people will stress out and have anxiety attacks for the fear of being unreachable, according to interestingstatistics.com on cell phone addiction. The use of your cell phone is probably the one thing that you take for granted every single day. And so I want to tell you what it's used for. That way you don't take it for granted and realize how stressful things can be. So we're going to go down memory lane back to the time before you had cell phones, just to remind you of why you have them now. For most of us, our careers are our progression, or our careers are our lifestyle. You know, we use our cell phones every day to make things easier, right? You imagine trying to coordinate things and go get stuff done. You go to get a serial number for an inventory, and then you walk back to your office and you find out that that serial number is not what they need anymore. They needed something else. So then you got to walk back, and you just took like another hour long when a text message cut all that down to like 5 minutes. So it's made the use of spreading information a lot quicker. In 2009, I was on a rifle range teaching basic trainings how to shoot, but I was day trading stocks at the same time on my phone. So it was like I had two jobs at once, and I was really doing nothing on the second job but clicking a couple buttons and going back to my primary job. So cell phones have made things much more streamlined, much more efficient, and you're able to accomplish a lot more without having to physically get up and go places while you're trying to do this task and this task. You do both at the same time. Next, staying connected. You remember making collect calls? You remember calling grandma long distance and dreading the phone bill? The cell phone killed all that. When's the last time you seen a payphone? You know what a payphone is? You know, my phone's set up right now. All my brothers and sisters are in a little message app. We talk throughout the entire day. So I'm connected with my entire family in one message. You know, mom, dad, text message. I tell them all how I'm doing instantaneously. You know, if someone wants to know what you're doing, how easy. You just click a picture of your daughter, she does a new trick, and 10 seconds later, your whole family just are like growing a new tooth. So the connection with your family. You know, imagine if you didn't have that anymore. Making those phone calls. And then I'd say everyone's in touch pretty well, wouldn't you say? According to www.griffin.com, America sends 200 trillion text messages a day. 200 trillion. Finally, according to Amy Graham on CNN.com, cell phones have now become a lifeline for people. The majority of homeless people today actually have a cell phone that's given to them for charity donations with low plans. And a lot of them in California use it for EMS services, 911, if they're getting mugged, attacked, or whatever. You now have a direct call to emergency services with you 24/7. That stress of, oh, my gas tank's on E, I don't know where the next gas station is. There's no more like walking with your 5-gallon, gas jug for 20 miles, right? You now have a phone. You have AAA. You know, here in Europe, that could be stressful, but you got Google Translate. You just type in the country you're in and it translates the language. So, imagine not having that anymore. All right, in 2002, I was in a car accident. Fell asleep at the wheel. It was about 3 in the morning. Went off the road, rolled down this hill into a wood line. No one would have ever found me. I was pinned in the car, my legs were broken, but I had a cell phone. I was able to call emergency services. They eventually found me. So who knows how long I would have been down there. Maybe forever. So, that worry of someone going to the store when it's stormy and raining, you now have a lifeline with you at all times that you didn't have 30 years ago. So, according to Laura Sloan from everydaylife.com, the first cell phone came out in 1983 and cost $3,900. And you could talk for 30 minutes before the battery went dead. So just think how far along that we've come. And we need to celebrate the use of our cell phones. And tonight I just want you to take a moment and realize how great this tool is and how easy it's made your life. All right. Any questions? All right, thank you.